As a Hindu, you absolutely need to know. You need to know deep inside yourself that you can be as rich as you want, as happy as you want, as healthy as you want, as successful as you want, and completely be aligned with God. Okay? Because, and this is not me saying this, we're going to go over the words of one of the biggest, the most influential yogis who's ever lived. Okay? Because there are so many people out there, so many so-called Hindus who feel small in their minds, who feel dirty and ugly inside themselves, and then they project that onto you. They shame you, they make you feel small and make you feel bad for the success, for the financial freedom, for the beautiful life that you create for yourself. So we're going to break that down today, okay? This is the opening of the book, The Law of Success by Yogananda. Okay, the opening. Look at the title, My Divine Birthright. Okay, birthright, your divine birthright. Okay, so what does it say? The Lord created me in His image. I will seek Him first and make sure of my actual contact with Him. Then, if it be His will, may all things, wisdom, abundance, health, be added as part of my divine birthright. Okay? I want success without measure. I want success without measure. Not from earthly sources, but from God's all possessing, all powerful, and all bountiful hands. Okay? So Yogananda is telling you clearly he wants success. Okay? But from God and not from like earthly measures, right? So let's break this down. He's talking to us what is our divine birthright. This is actually what we are entitled to when we come here on earth, okay? First thing, the first step he's telling you is make sure that you have actual contact with God, okay? That's the very first step. Absolutely. We need to have contact with God. Our connection with God has to be the number one priority. And then he says, then if God be his will, may all things, wisdom, abundance, health, financial prosperity, okay, may he give that to us. What is he talking about? So now we have to go over the Purusharthas, okay? Purusha and Artha make this word, okay? What is Purusha? It is the soul. It is the undying, the part of you that is always connected to God, never undiable, unbreakable, unburnable, untouchable. Okay, it is that pure soul part of us, which is the witness. And Artha means purpose. Okay, so what does Purushartha mean? Purpose of the soul. Okay, what are the purposes of the soul in this life? There are four of them. Okay, Kama, Artha, Dharma, and Moksha. Okay, so you have Kama means pleasure and emotional fulfillment. Okay, Artha is financial success, financial prosperity. Okay, Dharma is your duty. Okay, your righteousness. And moksha is liberation. Okay, liberation from samsara, from the cycle of birth and death. Okay, so the purusharthas are the four purposes of your soul. Okay, so your soul is not, the purpose of your soul is not just to find liberation. There are other three things here. The first thing is dharma, meaning living that to doing your duty, doing the right things in life, right? Doing that what God has placed in your heart, that purpose, right? Moving towards, working towards doing that. And then you have kama and artha, meaning emotional fulfillment and financial prosperity, providing, being secure in life, right? So these are the four let's say life purposes of our soul while we're having this human experience. So now let's go back to Yogananda. What is he saying? We have to make sure we connect with God. That is always the number one priority. Every single day, every single minute of the day, we have to have that connection with God, because once we're connected with God and we have dharma, we will always produce that which is what we're producing will be good, will be through the spirit of God, right? So now let's break this down. Let's say you have a restaurant, right? You Financial prosperity, money is earned by fulfilling the needs of others, by serving others and fixing their problems and fulfilling their needs, right? That's how you receive money. So let's say you're running a restaurant. You can run a restaurant by cutting corners, buying the cheapest food, cooking it with no intention, and just selling it for the highest price. Or you can cook the food with love, prepare it with all the love and the skill that you have developed over time, right? And serving people with the best intentions, with the best prices. When they come into your restaurant, you make them feel good, right? So now when they pay you, that money is a blessing because you made them smile, you made them feel good, they had a good meal, right? So the money that you earn um is a blessing because you serve the people, right? You serve them through the intention that God placed in your heart, right? So maybe you are a great cook, you are a great you're able to entertain people in your restaurant, make them have a good time, right? So through that, the financial income that comes is a blessing. So a lot of people will tell you, oh, money is bad, money is evil, money is blah blah blah, right? But if you're serving people, if you're serving with the intention that God placed in your heart, like maybe God placed you here to create restaurants that where people eat healthy food and you make them smile. So whatever has been placed in your heart, if you want to be successful in business, if you want to be competing as an athlete, if you want to be a great chef, whatever is in your heart, that success, that financial prosperity, if you're aligned with God, if God is in your heart, that success, that financial prosperity, the health that you will build, all the prosperity that you will build in your life will be aligned. Okay, sometimes people will say that money doesn't create happiness. Money absolutely creates happiness if you're serving from your heart and you're helping people and you're fixing their issues. That the money they give you is a blessing. When you receive that money, it's their way of saying you put a smile on my face, you were able to put a smile on my face, or you fix a problem that was deep in my life, right? So when they give you that money, it is a blessing. It is um, there's a way where people will give you their money unwillingly because they just have to pay you. But then there's a way where people give you money willingly because you've shifted something inside of them. Okay, so I hope this video was a great help. If you have goals, if you have intentions, go for them. Don't let some weird people in the comments or your family members or some friends just telling you whatever. Sign up for the free upcoming newsletter. The link is in my bio. Namaste. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.